Alrighty. This is not a review. This is just an initial, just a quick, brief overview. Not all the components, but just a few items. Pretty much brand new, 2018 Sportsman 570 EFI. Um, just got it off the lot a few days ago. Haven't really been on it much. I'm impressed with what I have tested and tried out. Just a little brief rides because of my work schedule. I just literally hadn't been able to do much on it in the last few days. Wanted to, but just couldn't because of my work schedule. I didn't even go pick it up. Matter of fact, my dad lives in a town uh, where it came from, and he was coming to my town, so he loaded it up and brought it for me. I couldn't even. It was going to be a few more days before I could even go pick it up. So I mean, I've just been that busy. But like I said, it's not a review. This is basically just overview. 570 Indie Red. Got it on a sweet deal, a real good deal. Um, have been wanting one for about 2 years. You gotta understand, too, the last ATV I had was a Polaris Trail Boss 330. And this is like a totally different ball game. I mean, it's like a different world. So much more power. The ride is totally different. I'm a big guy. I just didn't want to go with I had several different models I was considering from a Yamaha, and actually considered a Can-Am 570, a Yamaha Kodiak 700. Um, I just decided to go with this 570. Been having wanting a larger ATV for years, and then I asked my wife about it. Of course, I had to do that. That's where it came from. Off-Road Power Sports in Tifton, Georgia. I mean, called them, and the price that they gave me was just second to none. $53.88 plus tax, and I didn't waste any time. Matter of fact, I called the bank. I called my wife like right then and started working on the deal. This right here, it's not a big deal to me. I know that would just drive some people crazy. Like I said, the last ATV I had was a 330 Trail Boss, and my first time on this, I did this, and it's just not a big deal to me. I know that I'm one of those guys. I see that and I say, well, okay, well, the first time I got on this thing, I was acting crazy, a little too wild, and popped a wheelie, and I hit the throttle like I used to hit the throttle on my Trail Boss 330 when I pop a wheelie. And let me tell you, that was a mistake. As you can see, this this came up. It threw me off like yesterday's news, and I was off of it. I mean, like, I'm a big guy, and I was off this thing so fast, and so I popped a couple wheelies since then. I'm just more careful since that happened. The suspension, this I've heard about it. I've watched YouTube videos about it. This rear independent rear suspension, it's just, I mean, it's really, some people, I'm sure they're used to it. They probably always had high-end ATVs, and Polaris suspension has been good for years. I've been watching these things for years, and just with a wife and kids, I just didn't want to really get in debt. Wanted to save more money. You know how it is when you got kids. Want to make sure you're in a better financial position. So just didn't want to get one. Wanted one, but didn't want to pay for it, basically. So if somebody would have given me one, I would have gladly took it. But I've been watching for years and hearing about the independent rear suspension on these Sportsmen, and I'm gonna tell you, just a few bumps and little holes and dents I've been in, it is just, you don't even feel them. Only thing I've done to it so far, hand guards. I got these off of eBay, and I'm gonna tell you, I just did it for looks. I just wanted hand guards on there. I did that for looks. I put them on in just a few minutes. I put on hand guards. Several people were saying that the factory thumb throttle was flimsy, so I got that for $22 off eBay. Put it on in just a few minutes. and I put a mirror on. And those are not the Polaris factory mirrors. Those are some mirrors that I think are just as good as the factory ones, and they was like half the price. I didn't put this one on this side because it was hitting against the. I didn't think I had room, but now I think if I move that over a little bit, move this assembly over just a little bit more, and angle the mirror up just a little bit more like that, I shouldn't have a problem putting the mirror on, because I actually want 2 mirrors. So I end up, maybe even today after I come back, what I'm about to do now, like I said, this is not a review. I got some different terrain in different areas I want to go ride in before I actually do a review. I've only been down the street like a couple of times and back. 9.6 miles, that's it. I got a tank full of gas, only 9.6 miles. I'm about to go for a pretty good ride right now, so gonna get some footage on that GoPro. I'm not upgrading my GoPro. When I upgrade action cameras, I would go to a Sony. I think that's the best one out for the price right now. So anyway, that's another video for another time. But 2018 Polaris 570 Sportsman EFI, 5388 plus tax. I just couldn't. I don't think you're gonna be able to beat that deal. Okay, so I rode for a while and actually did about 40 miles. Actually have lived here for years. I had no clue that there were so many dirt roads so close to my home that went in different directions. One would split off here, one would split off there. It was actually fun exploring the different dirt roads and ended up doing about 40 miles on the first run. Plenty of fun. Um, so I'm looking forward to the next one. But overall, real good first impressions. And in about 6 months, I'll do a review. I've got some places that I want to go to before I do a review. So in about 6 months, I will definitely be planning on doing a full review of this 570 and my experience with it.